Now we will perform experiment on parallel resonance. The equipments required for performing this experiment is same as equipments required for performing series RLC resonance. So let us observe the equipments, same equipments, function generator. What is this function generator? I have already learnt in series resonance circuit, and this is ammeter. The range is 50 up to 50 milliamperes. Decade resistance box, we can obtain particular resistance, specific resistance, decade inductance box and decade capacitance box. Okay, what is the use and how to use and how to obtain the particular values from these decade boxes I explained in the series RL circuit. Now what we need to do? We need to connect according to the circuit diagram. These three are connected in parallel, and for these three parallel connection, we need to connect a ammeter in series and we need to give supply. That is the sequence. Okay. So by using breadboard, I am using a breadboard to connect all these decade resistance box in parallel. Means decade resistance box, decade inductance box and decade capacitance box, we are connecting parallel on the breadboard. What is parallel connection? Observe here, we know positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal and negative terminal. All positive terminals are connected to one node, all negative terminals are connected to another node. That is nothing but parallel connection. So observe here. So I connected this positive and this positive to a single node. You can observe here. This is the first node. All are connected here at a single node like this. Okay. Similar manner, all the negative terminals, resistance box, inductance box, capacitance box, all are connected to a single node here. Single node means all are connected in parallel. Now at the starting, where we connected all the positive terminals, there we need to connect the negative terminal of the ammeter. Where the positive terminals of all boxes connected, at that point we need to connect the negative terminal of ammeter, and the positive terminal of ammeter is connected to supply. The negative terminal of the supply need to be connected to the common point of all the negative terminals. Like this. This is the common point of all the negative terminals. Clear? All the positive terminals are connected to one node, all the negative terminals are connected to another node. Ammeter negative is connected to positive node, and the supply negative is connected to the negative common node. This is the circuit diagram. So very simple. We need to keep the resistance at 1 kilo ohm value and inductance at 100 millihenry and capacitance at 0.1 microfarad, nothing but 100 kilo picofarad. 100 kilo picofarad. So observe here. Now let us observe here. Okay. Now let us switch on the supply. Okay. So right now the frequency is 400 Hz. Okay. For the particular 400 Hz, what is the current we obtained? 15 milliamperes. 15 milliamperes. Now let us increase the frequency. Let us keep somewhere. Let us increase the frequency. So 600 Hz, current is 10 milliamperes. Observe, current is decreased. Previously it was 15. Now it is 960 Hz, current is 6.9. Further current is decreased. Again 1200 Hz, current is further decreased, 5.1. Now current is further decreased, 1400 Hz, 4.5 is the current value, ammeter value. Now observe the current at 1580 Hz or 1590 Hz, current is 4.2. 4.2. See, this will be the minimum current. I am increasing the frequency somewhere. I am keeping somewhere 1800 Hz. Current is again increased. You can observe. So 2000 Hz current is 4.5 milliamperes, and 2200 current is 4.7 milliamperes. Current is increased like that. 2600 current is 5.7, and 3000 Hz current is 6.9, like that. 4000 Hz current is 8.7, like that. Again current is increasing. So what is the minimum value of current? It is around 4.2 and 4.3. That is the minimum current in the circuit. Means which frequency? Around 1600 Hz. So in this manner, we need to vary the frequency by using function generator, and we can obtain the frequency at which the current is minimum in the parallel RLC circuit. In theoretically also we got 1591.6 Hz at that particular frequency, that is the resonant frequency. So at that particular frequency current is also minimum theoretically. So practically we observe that one. So in this manner we need to obtain the readings. Let me show the readings we obtain for this one. Okay, these are the readings. Okay, so frequency in one column, current in another column. You need to take the frequencies like this: 400 Hz, 670, 1000 and 1600, and at 1800 like this, 2400 like this. See, observe, at starting current is 15 milliamperes, next 10, next 8, next 7, next 5, current is decreasing. So at a particular 1600 Hz the current is 4.4 milliamperes. Current is very minimum, and remaining frequencies, even after that current is again increasing. Means at a particular frequency current is very less. So we observe that in parallel resonant circuit, at resonant frequency the current flowing in the circuit is very less, very low. Now we will draw a graph, and from there we will obtain the practical lower cutoff frequency, upper cutoff frequency, bandwidth and quality factor from the graph.